Recently, we've seen the reports of some large parties and gatherings in flagrant violations of health orders. As our County Department of Public Health said yesterday, and I quote, "The highest risk settings are large in-person gatherings where it is difficult for individuals to remain spaced at least 6 feet apart."
I feel like I have to wear a mask just watching these videos. Hey guys, it's Philly and welcome back to Sesh. We have got to talk about Bryce Hall because he turned 21 and he has thrown 2 parties and they have gotten absolutely, totally out of hand. And the Sway House is definitely in risk of having their water and power shut off because they have been so reckless the past couple of days. So we have got to get into this entire party and what kind of repercussions they could face just by having this party. If you have not been paying attention to Bryce Hall or anyone at the Sway LA house recently, Bryce Hall turned 21 and he decided that he was going to rage like the whole week. So he had one party that included a ton of people the night that it struck midnight and he turned 21. And the next day they also had this massive party. And you guys, I'm talking like it looked like there were at least 100 people in this house and I just couldn't even believe the situation. They had been posting all day shopping around for the party. They kicked it off and they just kept it going. They had some male dancers there, some female dancers, if you know what I mean. And things were just, it looked like the party was really hot and sweaty. Like everyone was so close to each other and people had like rags to wipe off their sweat. Like this is just not somewhere that anybody should be during a pandemic. And a lot of people have just been like, it's his 21st birthday. This is something that, you know, a lot of people look forward to. Let him live a little bit. And the problem with what they are doing is, you know, it's not like he is throwing this party with the boys and it's just him and everyone that he lives with. They're literally inviting all of these people. Like, you guys, someone made a list of all of the influencers that were spotted at this freaking party. All the main people with big audiences, you know, Bryce, Jaden, Blake, Josh, like literally the list goes on and on and on, you guys. There are people from Clubhouse there. I didn't really see a lot of people from the Hype House, but there were a few apparently. You guys, this is absolutely totally against everything that is set in place for rules in Los Angeles. You guys, just the other day, the mayor of Los Angeles said that the city may shut off water and power at houses hosting large parties.
These large house parties have essentially become nightclubs in the hills. Many times the homes are vacant or used for short-term rentals. And beyond the noise, the traffic, and nuisance, these large parties are unsafe and can cost Angelenos their lives. That is why tonight I am authorizing the city to shut off Los Angeles Department of Water and Power Service in the egregious cases in which houses, businesses, and other venues are hosting unpermitted large gatherings. Starting on Friday night, if the LAPD responds and verifies that a large gathering is occurring at a property, and we see these properties reoffending time and time again, they will provide notice and initiate the process to request that DWP shut off service within the next 48 hours.
He made this very big announcement because there have been just a lot of people throwing parties and it's very obvious. We've seen how many parties have gone down just within the past month, let alone the past months. There have been so many large gatherings and, you know, a large gathering, more than 10 people is very risky. And this is definitely a risk. They are so close to each other. They're not wearing masks. They're all breathing down each other's necks. And people are probably like drinking each other's drinks. It's definitely not a good place to be during a global pandemic, you guys. And California is in the hot spot. They are literally in such a bad place right now. They have 600,000 confirmed cases total, you guys. And in Los Angeles County, they have a little over 200,000 confirmed cases. They've just had so many. Day by day, there are thousands of people that are testing positive. This is not good. It's definitely not a good look for a bunch of influencers to share this. You know, I think they are so dumb for sharing it. Like, if you're gonna have a party and you're gonna want to celebrate your 21st, knowing that it is bad and knowing that people have called out all the other people that have thrown parties, you're still going to post about it on Instagram and flaunt this party on your Instagram story. This is just like such a dumb move. You would think that they would want to be a little bit more secretive about it so they don't get like canceled or lose respect from people. I mean, the person that literally shared that list of names of people was like, in case y'all need to unfollow some people. This whole thing, it's just insane. It's confusing. I don't really know why they want to post this stuff, especially knowing that people are going to call them out about it. I understand that turning 21 is a really fun birthday and it, means you can finally drink, but, is it really worth possibly getting sick? And honestly, as much as people are still saying like, it's no big deal, like if you don't have any pre-existing conditions, like you're going to be fine. But honestly, you don't know. You just don't know, because there are those rare cases of people that have really, really, really struggled with this. And I personally have had a friend that had it and had it for a really, really long time. Super young, super healthy, no pre-existing conditions, and had it for a couple of months. So this is something that people really need to take into consideration and really respect not only their own health, but other people's health, the community's health, the city's health. Like, everybody is being affected by these parties because these people go back to their homes and maybe they live with other people that they could possibly infect, or they go to the store. It's crazy how this could easily just spread like wildfire. And it's definitely the reason why we're all still quarantined and we're all socially distancing still. Clearly, these people are not socially distancing and they don't care about social distancing. Now, some things to note is that some people thought that Tana Mojo and James Charles were in attendance or going to be in attendance at Bryce Hall's birthday because they both posted selfies really late at night, right when the party was starting, and it looked like they were going out. It seems like Tana just went to Jake's house, and it looks like James either went out to dinner or something, and he went to bow or whatnot because he got pictures taken by the paparazzi, and it didn't seem like he was at the party. I didn't see a video of him at the party, so I don't think that he was there. So I just wanted to kind of clear that up for anybody that was like, what about them? Like, why are you talking about them? Because a lot of people did think that they were possibly going to go out. I even thought Tana was going to go out. I wasn't surprised. She was posting with Bryce earlier that day, and I would have been definitely not surprised to see her at the party. Addison Rae, however, is probably one of the smartest influencers right now. And I just mean in terms of people that are associated with the Hype House and like TikTok and such. Besides her drama with Item Beauty, which I will get into in the Sunday special because that is disappointing. But Addison Rae, you guys, said happy birthday to Bryce on Instagram stories. And then she was at home last night hanging out with her little brother. She was not at this party. She definitely is making good moves by not going out to these parties. She's trying to stay virus free so she can keep hanging out with the Kardashians. So good for Addison. Honestly, this is a good move for her not to go to these parties and not to get a bad reputation of being reckless and careless. It's not worth it. This party looked gross, honestly, you guys. It just looked gross. There were so many people. They were all like sausaged together, and I just can't. I can't even process that these parties are even going on still. In specifics towards whether or not their water and power is going to be shut off, you guys, I am not sure if this was made official. I know this was something that they wanted to do in the case that LAPD responded to a large gathering happening at a property, and they said that following finding out that there was a party that in the next 48 hours they would have their water and power shut off. Now, apparently I did see that LAPD did come to the party. I don't know what time that they came to the party and if they busted the party, and if this means that they will actually be getting their water and power shut off. That would be absolutely insane. And yes, I know that the male dancer was dressed as a cop when he came in to dance for Bryce. I'm not talking about that. It seemed like there were videos outside of the party where there were multiple LAPD cars parked outside, and it seems like they might have actually gotten busted by the real LAPD. Imagine they don't have water and power because of Bryce. Oh gosh, you guys. I definitely think you can still have a great birthday party in quarantine with the people that you live with or through Zoom. It is possible, you guys, to stay safe and have fun on your birthday. Clearly, that's not enough for these people. They gotta add risky virus possible into the mix. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this entire situation. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.